Hey guys, Multi-Game Master 1 reporting in, and welcome back to my 100% Let's Play of Banjo-Kazooie. In the last episode, we completed the remnants of Gobi's Valley, and in this episode, we are going to tackle our next level in the game, which is considered to be the most scariest and dangerous world in the whole entire game, Mad Monster Mansion. Those of you that are already scared by the sound of my demonic voice can feel free to stop watching the video. I will totally understand. Those of you that aren't and have courage, please sit back and prepare for some dark and scary times. Enjoy the video, my unfortunate souls, beloved viewers. And into Mad Monster Mansion we go. And I'm back in my regular voice. So here we are in Mad Monster Mansion, and boy does it look creepy already. I mean, if we have a look at it, you can see the house right there. So let's go ahead and get this exploration underway.
These two guests are rather dumb. Let's make sure they're unwelcome.
Who woke Napper while he's sleeping? I can hear someone down there creeping.
Okay, so apparently we have a live ghost that is awake whenever we walk on the floor. Of course, I don't see any reason as to why that's important. And behind this flame we have an Ikum token, or mumble token, in case you guys want to call it that. And this house is so big. I wonder if Grunty lives here and she uses this house as means of inviting guests. That ghost seems to have a jiggy, but
my golden prize you may not take, not while old Napper's awake.
So, as we can clearly see, Napper, this scary ghost, is shielding a jiggy from us and we can't get to it while he's awake. So we're gonna have to find a way to snag it underneath him while he's sleeping. So we've no choice but to beat a retreat. You can also break these windows. Talk about breaking and entering, huh? And here we have these creatures that pop out of the frame whenever you get close. And also these live skeletons. And that's pretty much it for this room. Let's see where else we can go. Ooh, bat. Your first mistake was touching me. You don't want to guess your second. Okay, so looking around the mansion, let's see, where can we go? Oh, by the way guys, I am planning to quite possibly get this done in one episode because this is my favorite level in the whole entire game, as I mentioned before. And for me to just have to separate it in two parts, well, it really wouldn't devastate me, but it would just irk me. One less bat to worry about. Alright, so looking around the mansion, we have another breakable window here. Let's see what's inside. In this room, we have more of those creatures popping out of the frames. And what's bad about those creatures is every time you run into them, you'll lose 2 points of health. So be careful around them. Those creatures are really deadly. Let's see what else we have. If we go in the gutter, we have some notes. Die you bat. Break this window, let's see what's in. Oh, we seem to have a live toilet. Bear is much too fat to fit in Loco's mouth. I don't even know why I did that. I don't see a reason as to why I wanted to go inside Loco's mouth in the first place. But I guess we can keep that in mind for later, disgusting as it sounds. Alright, so let's see if we can make our way to the roof of the mansion and see what other things we can find. We have another breakable window here. More of these creatures. And we also seem to have a live ghost. Those ghosts can be beaten by means of invulnerability, so use the Wonder Wing whenever you see them and they get close to you. On top of this bed, we seem to have a Jinjo up above us. A yellow Jinjo, needless to say. So that takes care of that room. Let's see if there are any other rooms. And I know I hear a Jinjo. I'm just gonna do some exploring before I grab it. Okay, so let's see what we have here. More of these creatures. And a whole lot of notes. This house is so big. I wonder if Grunty lives here besides the tower that she resides in. One can wonder. More notes here. We also have Mumble Skull over there, but we'll get more into that later. So at the top of this house, here's a Jinjo. I told you guys I was going to grab that. And now if we go down this chimney, we land in the fireplace, and this is the same room in which Napper is here. So to grab the Jiggy from Napper, you just want to avoid touching the floor. And you can do so like I did.
Grunty's gold, how it shone. She'll be mad, now it's gone.
Yes, I'm mad. My boot I'll put up your useless spooky butt.
Ah, Grunty is mad now. There's the first Jiggy of the whole entire level, so we're doing really good. And here's an extra life atop of this lamp if I can get it. There we go. Okay, so we're done at the mansion. Let's see, what are some other places that we can cover? Well, let's get a good look around the mansion and see what else we can do. Here's another breakable window here. More of these monsters. They seem to be everywhere throughout the whole entire mansion. And I got burned there. I don't know why I did that. Okay, taking another look around the mansion. We seem to have a doorway here that leads to the cellar of the mansion. So let's go ahead and break down the door and get a good look inside this place. I hear someone crying for help. These barrels seem pretty weak. Let's go ahead and break these down. We have another Jinjo right here. And in here we have nothing. We have notes right here. In this barrel we have a Jiggy. This one we have an Ikum Tokum. This one we have nothing, and this one we have eggs. So that's pretty much everything you can find in this cellar. Alright, so out here we are again. Let's see, where else can we go? How about we go this way now? Here we have another Ikum Tokum. I seem to be finding plenty of these. And let's check things out in this shed. Well, we seem to have a crystal that has a Jiggy inside. I'll talk to it in a bit. I just want to grab these notes.
Greetings, O Solid One. I'm Tumlar the Mighty. Solve the puzzle and you can take this infernal thing that's stuck underneath me.
So the puzzle that he's referring to is this. You want to spell Banjo-Kazooie, the title of the game, while avoiding that pink ghost, and you have a time limit in which you can do so. So you have to do this really quickly. Also, avoid stepping on the Grunty squares, otherwise you could possibly take damage. Oh yeah, and you also have to watch out for the ghosts, otherwise you'll be thrown off. Alright, so we're already running short on time. I really need to pick up the pace. Out of my way, ghost. Is this an A? That's an A, okay. Z. Now we just need the double O. Don't run into me. I don't think that ghost can be beaten by means of invulnerability. I'm not gonna test it either because, well, it's a waste of time. Anyway, the challenge is now complete.
At last, the puzzle is solved. Take this thing. I'm leaving this gloomy shed.
Glad that you're free. 3 jiggies with 10 minutes into the recording. Looks like I'm gonna have to split this into 2 separate parts after all. But it's alright. I mean, I am going through my favorite level in the game. Also, one thing I can show you guys is this.
Those lovely thorns, how they've grown. Music to my ears as you moan.
If you step on those thorns, you will take damage. So try to avoid them at all costs. And of course we can break down this door right here. In this area we have some green water of some kind. I'm not sure if it's poison, but there's something very ominous about it. You don't want to set foot in it whatsoever. But unfortunately I'm gonna have to, because I need to get up there. And as you can see, the green water allows you to take damage. So avoid stepping into the water at all times. And I'm over here just to pick up these notes, so I guess I had no choice but to take the hit. Let's use this shock jump disc pad to make our way back. And we seem to have something inside the well, but we'll get into that later. Alright, so here's another whip crack. And if I could just reach it. There we go. This water doesn't seem to be deadly, but if you destroy the whip crack, you will get another Ecom token out of there. Die, bone freaks. Kinda remind me. Wait, are you Mumble's ancestors? Nah, I'm kidding, it's a joke. Okay, over here we have another Ecom token. I thought it'd be some gold feathers behind there. Let's see, what else to check out? Oh, I know one place we could go. We could go to this church area right here. So we can have respect for the dead. I'm just kidding.
Thank you.
I hope you said thank you. Anyway, these pots out here, you want to find and give them an offering of eggs for something very neat that you can get in return. That's one pot. Here's the second one. If I can get it in there. My aim is bad and so is my controller. I'm sorry. Die, Ripper. Oh yeah, that's the name of the live gravestone. It's called a Ripper. Pretty scary, huh? Here's another one that needs to die. Of course, I don't understand how it is that gravestones die, even when they're alive. And here's another one. And after giving all of the pots eggs, you get a Jiggy in return. And I hear a swarm of bees off in the distance. Alright, so some more enemies here. I'm sorry I didn't talk for a moment. I just remembered that this was a secret. Kinda caught me by surprise. If you jump in the window with the Banjo-Kazooie face, you will come into this room. And this place is rich with essential things that you can use to survive. Okay, let's see. This passageway will take us into the hedge maze, but we'll cover it in a moment. Right now, it's important that we get to the top of this church. Alright, we're 15 minutes into recording. It's very disappointing that I didn't cover this all in one episode. I mean, usually it takes me like less than an hour to get this done, but during recording, I guess it's not the case. But I do have a plan as to how I'm going to cover this in 2 separate episodes. I'm going to cover the outside first and then work my way inside in certain areas. So here we are on the top of this church. We have some notes up here that we can take with us. And if we get to the very top, we have another Jiggy. And it's quite an amazing yet scary sight from up here, isn't it? Yeah, very scary. Also, I meant to talk about this earlier. My trip in Niagara Falls in Canada was amazing. There's so many sights to behold. That's all I can say about that, really. So, this passageway, we have the hedge maze, and get out of my way, you stupid goats. You too. I don't know why I didn't grab those honeycombs. And, oh, there's the beehive. Well, I'm not going to worry about that because I really don't want to get too close to those bees. Even though I am far away from them. Here's a mumble token right here. And we have the last Jinjo. So making our way through the hedge maze, we have some more feathers right here and some notes that we can reach if I can find my way around it. One wrong turn in the hedge maze and you could end up against the beehive, and if you destroy it, well, as I showed you before, it can have a bad effect on you. The only thing I can say about that is, guys, try it at your own risk. Okay, so some more notes to collect. And I believe from this point I have all of the notes located throughout the whole entire hedge maze. I honestly like hedge mazes. Where I live, we usually have these Halloween fairs, and I usually like to go through hedgefield mazes and cornfield mazes. They're just simply amazing. And what makes it even better is these quote-unquote monsters. Or maybe I shouldn't say quote unquote, but there are actual monsters that just pop out and jump scare you. It's really scary, but also fun at the same time. Okay, so let me see. I think from this point we've covered everything outside. But let me just take a double check on it. As I make my way for the top of the roof, I'm gonna recall some places that we haven't been to yet and see if we can cover those this time around. Okay, we covered that. We covered that. We covered that. Yeah, guys, I think from this point we've pretty much covered everything outside. So the only place that's left for us to explore is the inside of that church over there. But I'm going to have to save that for the next episode because I really want to keep my episodes short. So in the next part, we're going to explore the rest of the Mad Monster Mansion by going to church, basically. And I hope you brought your books and flowers the next time I see you guys. I'm just kidding. Anyway, until next time, I'm Multi-Game Master 1. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.